Have you ever wondered why some relationships seem effortless while others feel like climbing Everest? Relationships, much like the people in them, are multifaceted and complex, sometimes a delightful puzzle, and at other times an enigma wrapped in a riddle. There's an air of mystery about them, a sense of intrigue that keeps us hooked, for better or for worse. Imagine if you had a guide, a roadmap of sorts, to help navigate this labyrinth. Things about relationships that you wish someone had told you about. It's like discovering a secret language, one that can lead to personal growth, happiness, and a deeper understanding of the human heart. But why is it so important to understand relationships? Well, because they are the threads that weave the tapestry of our lives. They shape us, mold us, and sometimes they even break and remake us. There's no magic formula, but there are indeed some key elements that can turn the tide in your favor. One of the most overlooked aspects of a relationship is communication. It's like the oxygen for your love life, invisible but utterly essential. Without it, misunderstandings sprout like weeds, turning what could be a flourishing garden of affection into a battlefield of conflicts. Let's consider the case of Sarah and John. Their relationship was on the brink of collapse. Misunderstandings were rife, resentment was building, all because they weren't effectively communicating. They decided to get help, and with guidance, they started opening up to each other, expressing their feelings, their needs, their concerns. For the first time, they weren't just talking, they were communicating. This shift transformed their relationship, diffusing tension and fostering understanding. So how can we learn from Sarah and John? It's simple. Speak, but also listen. Express your feelings, but also validate your partner's. It's a delicate dance, but one worth mastering. Remember, good communication is a two-way street and requires both speaking and active listening. Compromise, a word that many dread, but did you know it's a secret weapon for a successful relationship? Often we perceive compromise as giving up something dear to us, but it's much more than that. It's about finding a middle ground, a place where both parties can coexist happily and peacefully. Let's take a look at a situation where compromise shone as the hero. Picture this. Alex loves nature and finds peace in the great outdoors, while Sam prefers the hustle and bustle of city life. A potential roadblock for their relationship, right? But they found a compromise. They decided to live in the city during the week and escape to the countryside on the weekends. This compromise didn't mean either of them had to give up what they loved. Instead, they found a solution that respected both their needs and wants. And that's the power of compromise. It allows love to blossom amidst differences. Compromise isn't about losing, it's about finding a solution that respects both parties' needs. Before you can love someone else fully, you must first love yourself. But what does self-love mean in the context of a relationship? Self-love isn't about being self-absorbed or narcissistic. It's about getting in touch with ourselves, our well-being, and our happiness. It's about ensuring we're emotionally, mentally, and physically healthy. Imagine Alex. After years of feeling unfulfilled in relationships, he finally took a step back to focus on himself. He started exercising, pursuing his passions, and even sought therapy to work on his emotional health. In doing so, he built a strong sense of self-worth. When he re-entered the dating scene, he found he was better equipped to engage in a healthier, more satisfying relationship. He no longer sought validation from others because he validated himself. You see, when you love yourself, you set boundaries, you know your worth, and you won't settle for less. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. So, relationships are not a walk in the park, but with understanding and effort, they can be a journey of joy and growth. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. We've shed light on the mystery of relationships, revealing that they're not about perfection, but about growth and understanding. Then we delved into the crux of all relationships, communication. Clear, honest, and open dialogue forms the backbone of any thriving relationship. We also discussed the power of compromise. It's not about losing, it's about finding a balance where both parties feel valued and heard. We also touched on the role of self-love in relationships. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Loving and accepting yourself is the first step toward building healthy relationships. So go out there, apply these insights, and witness the transformation in your relationships. Remember, every relationship is unique, but these principles can serve as a guiding light. Here's to building and maintaining fulfilling relationships.